Yeah, it's what cows live on.
Cows, horses, chickens. We can too.
So this is Sheree, and she is today is the 29th of June, Thursday, and we are in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. And when you go on Google or you use the internet, you can't find places like this. You have to meet a local, like Sheree. We're walking a path here, and this is 110-degree. I don't even see the springs or the steam. I mean, hot springs running through. It's a creek bed here, and she's showing us and she's educating us. This is an herb here, and she's been planting and very, very awake. And just look how amazing this is. And so when you actually get off your phone, you meet a local, you look people in the eyes, and you spend the time, you discover things like this. And Sherry, what would you say your specialty is? You're a foot zoneologist, and people that are so tell us a little about foot zoning. She's eating some dill that she grows here. So good, we're all eating it.
Sorry. Foot zoneology, we're made of the perfect blueprint. God made us of the perfect blueprint. We're a computer, we hold records, and our feet are the keyboard. And it's a divine science from Egypt. And what you do is you do a DNA roll on the foot. The signal system to every organ's in the foot. And you do this with your finger and all fingers in this way, and you can do it with your thumb. You make this ancient roll, and what this does is it signals the DNA to spin in the body, attach back to the blueprint, signals the cells to move, and it heals the organs. So you move the blood, the lymph, the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is normally locked up. We unlock it, and it's a wandering nerve. It wanders all over the back and the brain. It's very, very important.
Can you do my feet today?
Yeah, I can do your feet.
Okay.
Also, if you guys have like nerve endings exposed, if you have children doing Suboxone, Oxycontin, you make sesame seed milk for them. Sesame seed milk coats the myelin sheath on the nerves. You soak 1/4 cup of white sesame seed in 1 cup of water. You let it soak all night because all the goodness comes out of the seed. The next morning you pour it in a blender, you blend it. You stop it, you blend it again.
And that's for opiate.
Anybody that has anxiety, depression, anything like that, if you got a pinched sciatica and the sciatica is mutilated, the only way you're going to fix the mutilation is sesame seed milk. Drink it every morning. My mom's 86 years old. I found out about this with the foot zoneologist, and my mom's been drinking this for 12 years. And
relatively easy to make, sounds like. Soak a seed in water, blend it, the next day you got it.
Yeah, and you add 4 cups of water to that, what you blended, in a half-a-gallon bottle jar, and it's very, very bitter, but you can add it to a smoothie base or just drink it, or at night you warm it up with a little turmeric root and a couple of almonds and raisins, and you can add some sweetness, honey.
Yeah, mix it up with something. What about so when I met Sheree, we were at Costco.
Yes.
Her husband's an incredible guy, and we're doing things. I think him and I are going to travel to a state assembly in Nevada City. There's lots going on. People are awake. You gave me a bunch of bentonite clay, which I haven't used yet, but I'm going to.
Yes.
Which is a detoxifier, right? And she's texting me last night. I wasn't feeling very good. You might be able to hear it in my voice. And she's like, put the clay on your feet and wrap with saran wrap, put socks on. But I was so pooped, I was just falling asleep. And then you also do ozone, and you also have some sort of capsules that you gave me. I don't know.
Magazone. They're magnesium bonded with ozone, and they have 3 amino acids attached to them. They're in capsules, and you can take 14 a day and use the bentonite clay. You drink it first thing in the morning, 8 ounces of it. You can make a facial, 3 cups of water, 1 cup of clay. You let it hydrate overnight and let the clay just rise all over in the water. You drink it in the morning, and then you make a poultice, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of clay. You can put that all over your feet. If your back hurts, your knee hurts, you put the poultice, it's a deal, all over your flesh and wrap it in saran wrap and leave it on for 12 hours and go to sleep. I thought you used clay. I've been using clay for 20 years and just let it dry on my face and then wash it off. But the trick is to leave it wet, leave it on the body. It pulls out all the toxins, pulls out heavy metals. It will kill parasites dead. We've been told we have 2 pounds of parasites in our body, especially if you have dogs and cats. They love a human body as a host. So we got to kill them because they eat all your nutrition. They eliminate the waste inside of you, and then you feel sluggish and you feel like you've got fatigue. So you got to kill them. And the bentonite clay and it's called magozone. It's magnesium and ozone bonded together.
So we're gonna figure out. You and I are gonna get a link, and we'll get it out to people so they can figure out how to get some of these things, and then ozone generators and all that. All right, that's a 5 minutes for sharing this morning. Beautiful morning. Here's Eyes on LA. You got anything Eyes on LA this morning?
Yeah, come look at this. This is a Native American plant. We make tea out of it. The Indians made tea out of it. It's good for your pancreas and your liver. Right?
Yes. I forgot what it's called.
Well,
It's a Native American bush. The Washoe used to live here. This was
the Washoe Indians.
Washoe Indian. This is Washoe ground.
Mhm.
Then they climb over that mountain in the summertime and they go fishing. They'd stay here in the winter and make babies.
There you go. Oh, here's this is a little pulled up area here, huh?
Yeah. This
So
is
what-
110 degrees. It's been really hot.
It's 110 degrees right here.
For the last 2 months. Be careful.
I'm gonna go in.
It's been really hot.
Look at this setting. Wow.
And I just wanna say, like, her energy level, whatever you're doing, whatever you're eating, whatever, your energy level is so high. I can
Thank
feel
you.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
65 years old and I love life and I want to help people and I can't believe I met you guys.
Oh, we can't believe we met you. I was literally in Costco, just like talking loudly, right? Then I saw her, and we start going back and forth, and here we are. And now she's showing us this amazing hot spring and sharing her knowledge with you. And she's got a garden. She's got a bomb shelter bunker. She's ready for about anything. Her husband Todd is incredible too, and we are all just trying to walk each other into, we're all trying to be helpful, right? At the end of the day, and survive this, and start deprogramming. A lot of people are waking up to the fact that all the food is poison, that it's monoculture, GMO, antibiotic, hormones, and all the meat, et cetera, and there's solutions that are bubbling up, but there's a resistance. People don't want to. Change is hard, right?
It is hard, but you got to start growing food. Even if you build your whole backyard, build raised beds, and just start growing potato. Root crops. God will protect them. I feel like in the soil, you can make little greenhouses over the raised beds. There's a lot you can do and make herbs, plant herbs. Because the herbs feed the blueprint, and that's what God made us up.
Amen. Yeah, I was learning about the 12 salts and amino acids and all these. Everybody needs kale. Everybody needs blueberries. Everybody needs strawberries. Everybody needs rutabaga, celery. Just all the basics, and a lot of that stuff's easy to attain, and a lot of it's not. I mean, you can grow herbs in your windowsill. Herbs will grow.
And sprouts. Get trays and put them on shelves.
Yeah.
In the
So
window.
people are doing it. So it's just about getting this information out. Raising the vibration, Sherry. I mean, that's what happens to me out in public, and Rebecca's the same. Like where were we yesterday? 2 days ago, we're getting a P.O. box, and we go to the P.O. box place, right? It was the middle of the day, like on a Tuesday or Monday, I forget. And we're in there, and everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, there's like 50 people inside the store, and they're all just lined up behind us. It just goes nuts because we just attract this into our lives. When you're vibrating and having a high frequency, people come to you that have information, and God is sending them in. And that's how me and you met, and that's why me and Rebecca really, truly met. And as we all come together and we start working together, and the main thing should be healing, because we know enough right now, right? We know that the government is betraying us, right? We know that they're laundering our money. We know that we're stuck in slaves, and people feel it, but they don't know what to do. But one of the easy things to do is just put the right stuff in your body. If you can break your program, if you can put down the Doritos, if you can stop going to McDonald's, if you can not go to Walmart unless you absolutely have to, and start making the changes, seeking out a farmer's market, seeking out people like you, people that know how to grow, knock on your neighbor's door, building community.
Food stores, go into health food stores, educate yourself, walk around, buy some things, try some things out. Open your heart
Right.
to the question of how can I heal myself.
Yeah, like just now, Rebecca, here, you want to put it on me? Rebecca was saying that, like, I'm thinning out. Right now, I'm like a guinea pig. Like, she gave me these Magazone things. I'm on an herbal detox. I was getting a little under the weather in my throat. Typically, that's something, I'm not going to give it power, but I used to get it. And I'm beating it right now with colloidal silver. And what else, Rebecca?
Probiotics.
And I'm going to give you some ozonated olive oil.
Ozonated olive oil, doesn't that sound good? Yeah, I'm doing that too.
Zinc and quercetin.
so these are all the things, and Rebecca was even saying like I'm losing weight again because I'm not in the matrix as much. I'm out here. I'm gonna take off all my clothes right now, and I'm gonna jump in this hot spring that you don't have to pay for. When you find locals, they know where it is. And look at this beautiful little bench down here.
Yeah.
Someone did this. This is for people.
This and they did all this. They took this out with a shovel.
Yeah, and built little steps.
Yeah, built the little steps or somewhere to sit on.
And in this town where we are, this county, this part of Nevada, there's 10 different places. One is a timeshare. They stopped up the water. It's $55 per person.
David Wally Hot Spring.
Right, it was $55 per person. There's one down in Carson City, not too much, but wouldn't you guys rather find out where this is and come here?
Right, rather than sitting around in a bar drinking beer and talking about sports,
Yeah,
you can be sitting around here talking about herbs and how you healed each other and how your family's feeling good and feeling healthy and teaching each other how to grow food and grow herbs and make tinctures and
It's a whole other thing, right, Rebecca? I mean, it's like,
yeah.
I've had a number of friends and they talk about getting activated, they talk about doing something, but they sit on recliners. And to each their own. People have different situations, but when you're out here doing and experiencing this nature, hearing the running of the water and watching the steam come off and learning about different protocols that help us actually heal, I mean, it gives me goosebumps talking. It's invigorating. It's alive. And like Rebecca's saying, like we walked into a restaurant a couple of days ago, so we do get hungry. We're out here on the road. Last couple of days, Rebecca's had hard-boiled eggs that she's brought with us and some other stuff that we're bringing as we got strawberry from the farm. But sometimes you're hungry and you stop. And we went into like a bar, restaurant setting, and the TV screens are on, and there's the lottery machine, and people are sitting at the bar just drinking their beers. And I just am like, this is the Matrix, and this is what stresses me out. And I was in it before. I used to go to the bar every day and get a steak that's full of GMOs and antibiotics and hormones, and I used to drink the Jameson and ginger beer 5, 10 at a time, and I used to be in that world. And now when you see it, when your eyes are open, we can see all this beauty, like it's just surrounding us. You realize how you're just not part of that matrix anymore. And so that's what the people are waking up are starting to notice, feel, experience, and we're saying, well, what can we do? And what we need to do is we need to get together with each other somehow. We need to be linked up and working on the same team for the same goals, which should be health and connection to God and prayer, because we are in this awakening. We are in this quantum shift. People use buzzwords. I took a lot of heat 2 weeks ago because I said the military wasn't on it, because there's these narratives that are pushed in the echo chambers there that just aren't true. The military is not deployed. They're government issue, okay? They're called GIs.
They want us
Uncle Sam.
They want us distracted so we don't focus on this, so we don't stay healthy.
So
the big pharma can collect money. They want us distracted.
Right, so they can tax you and they can keep you believing in their system, which is black coats in chambers that summon, that you have to get bail, which is all piracy and witchcraft. They want you in that system. They want you to believe the military is going to save the day. They want you to believe someone's coming to save the day. And as so long as you believe that, you're willingly throwing them your tax money, which is fiat paper currency, which we're talking about is shifting, going back to America. Sherry's in the silver business, right?
Silver, yes, sir. Silver quarters. Buy silver quarters. Buy pennies, copper pennies.
American Eagles.
American Eagles. Buy the Carson City. Carson City had a minute one time. Carson City that's cracked, it's got porosity in it, it's like cancer, it's cracked open, that's $1 million. You could find a silver dime worth $100,000.
Right,
so go.
I'm involved with the company, and people like complain about it, right? They're like, oh, but they make collectible coins, and it's an ounce of silver every month that you get, and it's got a stamp on it, and it's going to be worth something in the future, right?
Well, yeah, you can barter with it. You can get some gas. You can get a loaf of bread if you got a dime or a quarter.
Look,
quarter's $5.
Look, haircut, clean shave, paid in silver. Our food for the farmer's market, paid in silver.
There you go.
Smoothies from a small business, paid in silver. And we negotiate. When you show someone a pizza and you can, copper pennies, and you can do it, right? This is the change. This is what we're bringing about. It's why today, even though I don't want to, I have to get on, because I hate computers. I hate phones, really, at this point. But I'm going to get on a computer, and Rebecca's going to say she needs some soap. Maybe we'll get you something, Cherie. I need some shampoo. Maybe
I make soap.
Well, I'm just saying.
I make bath bombs.
I'm involved with another company that
make soaps.
They have soap, right? But it's all made in America. And so it's just like,
Good.
so I'm spending look, I'm buying the coins once a month, and I'm buying made in America once a month because I believe that is important. And look, this is a hot mineral pool
with 34 minerals in it. It'll kick your ass.
Doesn't all that make sense to you? And I'm just telling you, Rebecca, we were driving this morning. I was going to get coffee. She just bought me a coffee because I'm tired of spending $2 and I can't eat. Look, it's so bad for me at this point. When I walk into a gas station, I have to have like a mental conversation before I walk in because I open the doors and I'm blasted with the crazy music. And I see all the color-coded candy and all the poison, the donuts and all that stuff. And then I look behind the counter, I see all the nicotine and all the addiction, and I see the fake horse races, and I see the Keno. So I have a mental talk, but I need the coffee because I like coffee. So Rebecca got me a coffee bag yesterday. I'm going to order Made in America coffee today, delivered.
If anybody owns a chain of gas stations, I dare you and challenge you to take out all the junk and fill it with healthy food, and you'll make more money, and people will be healthy, and you'll be doing a great thing.
We need more people to wake up. We need the NFL stadiums to empty out.
Yeah.
We need the circle, square, compass, baseball diamonds to empty out. I like sport, but for professional sport, these people, this idolatry worship, we got to shift it. So I agree, Rebecca.
Yeah,
healthy gas stations. We're not there yet because the Sims are still drinking the Miller Lights.
I'm challenging your.
Applebee's.
I'm challenging your
Kids
audience.
Get off of Suboxone and
Help the kids get off the
Oxycontin.
devices.
Yeah, and that's pharmaceutical stuff they own. All these doctors give the kids all this Adderall. Get off of Adderall. Do sesame seed milk.
We met a guy last night. Last week, and he was talking with us. And he has this girlfriend. She's beautiful. She's 95 pounds because she's taking Vyvanse, which is like Adderall, and is taking the Vyvanse. Needs the Vyvanse, and that's the thing. What this system does to you is it strips out all your nutrients, and then it props you up on a petroleum-based medicine so you can be a good slave and
It hurts all your organs.
It's
Your
a
liver,
disaster.
Your pancreas, your brain, your blood, and gets in the blood, and it's hard to get it out. But
So-
that clay in that magazone will get it
I'm
out.
gonna do it today. Can we wrap myself up in some clay today?
We're gonna wrap your ass up in clay.
All right. Yeah, let's do it here. Let's do it now after I get out of this, and
Okay.
then we'll take some mag pills, and then
Okay.
you do the foot
Well,
thing
we're
on
gonna
me.
film you. We're gonna film you.
Yeah, we'll do-
We're gonna wrap you in saran wrap, and it ain't sexy, but it's gonna help you.
Hey, it's better than the tinfoil I used to wrap myself in from all the 5Gs. I just want to say one more thing. So Rebecca this morning woke up and she was praying, and Rebecca and I are pursuing a relationship together, and we really like each other. There's a lot of madness going on, and we're simply saying, like, we'd love to have a place with a little house where we could grow our own gardens. It's all going to come to pass. But Rebecca's praying about it, and we pray about our day, right? And we don't live a standard day. We don't have the standard 9 to 5. But because of that, and if you do the same thing, you're watching this, and you pray about your day, you're going to start interacting with angelic, divine people that God is directly placing into your life all the time. Just like Sheree. Just like when I go to the gas station or just when I talk to strangers, I pray about it. I say, God, bring these right things to me so I can learn as much as I can as fast as I can so I can get the information out to you. And the information today is a beautiful mineral bath that you can find by not using Google, by talking to a local in a Costco. So give that a shot. Versus Googling, look at the Google. No, like find a Sheree. They're out here. They want to tell you, they want to share this with you. And break the framework of your mind, which is always money, dollars, succeed, blah, blah, blah. No, you've got this moment that you're watching this. Thank you for watching. You've got this moment. That's all, right? Tomorrow's not promised. Today's got enough problems of its own, right? So pray and look people in their eyes and make contact. And when you make contact, you'll be amazed what people will share with you. Because a lot of the demonic, the Black Lives Matter, the Antifa movement, that's really rapidly disappeared from our country. It doesn't really exist anymore. There's nothing left of the Republican and Democratic Party. There's nothing left of them. It's just a fiction in your mind. Remember, black robes summon you, white robes write on a pad and hand you drugs. That's pharmakia, it's witchcraft, it's sorcery, right? You know this. So break free of the chains. You can do it. And I'm going to start doing more stuff because I quit drinking and smoking by praying. And with a support system.
And with that beautiful girl right
I
there,
know,
Rebecca, beautiful young lady. Hey. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she is good. She's got her hair done, you didn't notice.
You scored.
I know. She found me.
I reached out to
And she
him.
scored.
I prayed about it.
You guys are a beautiful couple.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this is what it's about, right? These days. And I just want to, I'm just showing you the walk that I'm going through and just trying to share it with you to show you, because believe me, Sherry's amazing here, and she knows, but there's someone in your neighborhood like this too. Go knock on a neighbor's door. Go borrow some butter. Hey, I need some butter from just little things you can do. And you'll be amazed at what that person knows now. Because people know different things. On the street, I talk to 15 to 20 strangers a day. That's how I met Sherry. And I'm asking them basic questions. What's going on? You know, how are things?
I was pretty ugly to him. I was kind of cocky.
Yeah, she was.
I was a little bit cocky to him, and then I told him I put up preserves, and he goes, "Can I buy some?" I go, "Oh, hell no, I'm not giving you my preserves. I'm selling them to you." But now I just think he's precious.
Well, you know, I mean, I guess you guys know, but because I'm a salesman, I'm really good at any interact. So if it's colliding heads, I can navigate that. If someone very kind and sweet, I can navigate that just from knocking on doors for 20 years. Hey, I'm Richard. I'm here for the free estimate. You know, I did the Tucker Carlson thing on that the other day about hypnosis. But no, Sherry's a sweetheart, and you can find this too. And when you go into your, and what people are saying is, just so you know, the update is people are saying they don't care about elections. Like I'll say to someone, "Do we have elections in this country?" And they say, "I don't watch the news. I'm not voting ever again." That's the reaction, because people woke up. They realize the system is it's an apparatus. Look, it's an apparatus set in place by bloodlines. And what you're seeing happen now, you're seeing non-bloodline countries, which is China and Russia, and they're on the outside, and they're and that's why you see this evil on the run. They're literally trying to throw. Yesterday, I saw the King of Britain punch the King of Britain started a countdown clock to 2030 about climate change. They're trying to adjust the temperature of the planet by 1.5 degrees. I mean, these people are nuts, and you're watching them on the run. And Putin has been pushed as hard. If there wasn't a plan in place, and I don't know the plan, and I don't really believe in Q or that stuff, but it doesn't matter, right? It's all happening. And so we just got to live through it and do our best to be loving and kind and pray and connect. Because what's coming is incredible. Because you're going to hear more about bentonite clay. You're going to hear more about ozone.
Zonology.
Zonology. We're going to bring all these modalities together. But do your part. Don't buy the ho-hos. Avoid Walmart. I don't like eating bananas. I don't even like eating apples, okay? But I usually have one with me because once I do it, my body says thank you.
Like if you find yourself alone during these times post-COVID, it's because the system wants you to be alone. It's trained you to fear things and be alone and be unhealthy and be sick. And so that's why it's important that we share this with you, because they're going to keep throwing stuff at us. And if you don't want to be alone and lonely and anxiety-ridden and unhealthy, you want to get on board with herbs and with the people in your neighborhood who want to heal you.
You remember when, sorry to interrupt.
No, I'm done.
Remember when they said non-essential employees don't stay home? Well, I think people realize now how their jobs aren't essential.
I hate staying home.
I
I
know.
west of Montana. I went to Judith Mountain Lodge in the middle of the woods. This woman got guns and ammo. You got to put your feet on $100,000 ammo and push the guns over. That's where I went.
I want to go see that.
She bought a little lodge. It's 89 acres in the Judith Mountains, called Judith Mountain Lodge in Lewistown, Montana.
We'll write that down. Maybe we can
let's
hauled ass over there. She's a good zonologist
Because
too.
at the end of the day, I often think these days, after me exposed of all the things that Richard Citizen Journals has done, now Rebecca's with me, like we're content creators, and we want to show you this stuff because it's awesome. Like I want to go see that lodge. I want to go see I want to put my feet on $1 million of ammo so I can share you, because everyone's got a different, so I can share with you.
That man there.
I
cook for Michael Keaton.
Yeah, he lives up there, right?
Yeah, he lives by Winifred. Winifred has a school that a millionaire built, and if you're good kids and you do well, he'll give you a scholarship to wherever you want to go, anywhere in the world.
That's
Right, and so let's break free from, because he's a Republican, he's a commie or this.
Nothing.
Right, yeah,
He's
that.
a good man. He helps kids.
Exactly.
He tells them drugs ain't cool. Academics are.
So it doesn't matter if someone is a liberal or if they're a conservative. We're coming together now. We're coming together, and we're enjoying each other's company, and we're seeing the love in each other.
And believe me, I support the political war. I'm a Trump guy. My gut feel, and people disagree.
But it's okay if
That's
you do.
great. I
'cause
think Trump was
great
appointed
people-
by God for this time to do whatever the hell he's doing, and I can back that up on a lot of things.
But there's great people who don't support Trump that are doing great things too. So it doesn't. So it doesn't matter. Right.
Airport right here. I went outside the airport and looked.
Right.
There was
Right.
people all down 395 everywhere, and it's cool because he comes to this little airport. They teach you how to fly planes. They drop him off. They protect him. People everywhere. The ranchers here love him.
Right. So my
Everybody
point is she loves a liberal who's Michael Keaton, and she doesn't care that he's a liberal. She just loves him because he's a great person.
And he's sending kids to school. That's right. Look, you got to remember, it's a two-winged bird system. It's the same bird. right? So just get past it. Let's start healing each other with the minerals.
Sure.
I'm gonna lead the way. I see healing centers. Look, Rebecca and I are going to Mount Shasta coming up. I can't say too much about it, but there's a huge healing lodge there that we're gonna put together a lot of these modalities, and we'll bring Sherry and Todd up, and we'll get together and we'll start saying, hey, and then we'll figure out how to get it dropped at your door, whatever the system is.
Or we'll tell you where to go locally. You can, or we can invite you to
we're
it.
building. Anyway, I'm gonna get in the mineral springs here.
You want me to film you getting? You want me to film you getting naked? No, just kidding.
I don't have any underwear on, so.
So is that the latest?
I'll let y'all get in and go get y'all some towels. Okay? Get in with him. Yeah, it's hot. It's really hot. You just hold your testicles a little bit and get in. And there's a seat right there. Let him sit on that one. And
Yeah.
Rebecca, you sit.
Is there another pool further down, or is this it?
There's another pool further down, but it's this one will kick your ass in 20 minutes. It'll take all those toxins out of you.
I'm just worried about getting too hot.
You won't go get. It's good to get hot. You're gonna sweat the shit out. I'll go get y'all. Get in.
Giant.
I'll go get y'all.
What is?
Hey, eyes on LA. What's the latest?
I am just chilling in a hot tub, a hot spring.
Mhm.
It's really hot.
Yeah, it's like 110 degrees, huh?
Yeah.
I can feel like I was in it for about how long was I in? 5-10 minutes on that? Not even. She's in it longer than me, but she couldn't get in first. And it's interesting because this is off the beaten path. No one knows about it. The only reason we know is because a local told us. But someone dug this out and built this little stoppage. And what were you saying about these plants over here, Rebecca?
How they know a good thing when they see it. So they're all like getting facials over there from the steam.
Yeah, and the wind's blowing a little now, but a few minutes ago, you could just see the steam was just they were wafting up to these plants, and not just the grasses there, the plumes, but all these. It looks like this is some alfalfa maybe, and you can see how, like, if you look in the distance, it's like desert up there, right? And this is an oasis full of minerals flowing out of the mountain, 110 degrees, albeit it's hot. But here you can see some steam here.
And Richard's trying to bring you great things to heal us, and he knows that by him naturally sharing with you guys these healing modalities, that he's going to help you.
Yeah, I mean,
Just like nature knows a good thing when it sees it.
I believe it's like a lot of like my journey. Rebecca has been like in the back of my head, it's like I keep hearing this voice that says, "If you build it, they will come." Right? And it's not about profit or capitalism or any of that nonsense. It's about helping people. But then it's been my journey, right? So it's been like right now I'm doing any number of different detoxes. So are you, really. Rebecca's helping me. I want to speak to Rebecca. Remind me to speak about just what I just went through with my illness and what happened every time before, and how through prayer. Well, I'll just say it here, right? So while I'm recording, so I just.
That's what I told you to say. Ask what I said. Ask me what I told you to do.
What? So I was getting this. I was getting this illness, this dis-ease that I'm very familiar with, and I knew exactly what it was. And then I told Rebecca that, and what happened, Rebecca?
So I grew up with asthma and pneumonia and all those things, and they always gave me antibiotics, and they always shoved me in the hospital. So I used to have Munchausen disease all the way up to like a year ago. When I would get sick, I would just lay in bed and not move. And I remember my mentor saying, it's all mental, and it's all what you put in your body when you're sick. And when you learn the right things, like Richard is teaching you, and you take the right supplements, and you think the right thoughts, if you say, I am not that person I was before, I'm a healer, I heal naturally, I'm not going to get sick. When you literally think those things, your body listens and agrees with you. So he thought he was going to get, he's like,
Last night, I knew what I had. I was sure of it. And I was actually looking for white lab coat people to write me the thing that I needed. That it's been the same for me every time before. And then Rebecca started telling me, the guy started saying, we prayed, we joined hands. And then Rebecca was teaching me different things about breathing out the sickness through my nose, all this stuff. I supplemented with, colloidal silver a little bit, a lot of it, but really I feel like it was mental. I woke up this morning and what it was is transitioned now into my nose, and it's coming away. And I'm not even gonna say what that illness is, but I've had it many, many times in my life. I get resistant forms of it, and literally through prayer, believing, telling my body that I'm not gonna get this thing.
proper herbs and nutrients.
So a combination of all these things, and I saved myself probably $300 from going to see an urgent care and then filling a prescription.
When COVID happened and you guys all said it was mental, if you believe that you're going to get COVID, with every other illness.
Is that why I didn't get it? Because I just kept telling myself it was fake.
Right? So whenever
There is
you
no
find
test
yourself
for it.
getting sick again, say, no, I'm not getting sick. My body will heal itself. What can I give my body to assist it in this process?
Thanks, Ozone LA.
You're welcome.
Isn't it beautiful? And look, I'm just gonna show you the pathway here, and apparently there's more pools further down. But around here, if you talk to the average person or you do the Google, they'll tell you to go to this hot springs. There's a timeshare. It's $50 a day. They'll tell you different things. And but when you meet someone at Costco and they know these things, you find yourself here. And we haven't walked, but there's a trail that goes up here. I think there's different pools further down. But beautiful, and you see how the foliage just gets absolutely enriched. And of course, it's a creek, so it's like this in many places, but here we have the desert kind of area. And maybe this is like someone else tried to put another. Oh yeah, so here's another little dammed up area, so you can get in here. And the water's probably a little cooler here. And and you look at the colors. Look at the grass growing here. You can see even some algae hanging on here. And even like that algae, like you can eat that. I don't know. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm sure a lot of you guys know.
Oh, hold on, I'm zoomed in too far. All the Bill Gates mosquitoes are biting the crap out of me right now.
So I'm sure a lot of you guys know about gardening and having a green thumb. I'm sure a lot of you have plants and you know about green thumb. Well, our body reacts the same way to positive energy. So you be your own green thumb for your body. You think positive thoughts, you put positive energy in your body, and you assist it in healing. So if a plant is not growing properly, what do? You put nutrients in the soil.
And we've seen people talk to water and rice, and
talk to yourself the same way you talk to your plants.
And if you throw bad thoughts at rice, it'll turn brown. You throw good thoughts at rice.
Same with your body.
All right, good. Thank you. Isn't this great, guys? It's about sharing vibration, helping one another. I'm just gonna show you this from this angle and cut it here. But look how dreamy this is. All right. Todd's coming? You got his ass out of bed? This is Sheree. She brought some water and some towels down here. She's 60 something years old. Anyway, that's the latest.